This is Jeopardy!
Today's contestants are economics curriculum developer Jason Welker from Switzerland and high school economics teacher Mark Zabrowski from California.
And our host, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard. Welker and Zabrowski, thank you for joining us today. Let's get to work now, shall we? First round coming up, with these categories now in play. Econ 101, followed by phrases starting with M, economic modeling, production possibilities model, international trade, and finally, hodgepodge, which is basically a mix of a little bit of everything. Welker, you start us.
I'll take Econ 101 for 300, please.
An example of this is the market for doctors.
What is a resource market?
That would be correct. Remember, an example of a product market would be something like the market for sports shoes. Okay, Zabrowski, your turn to choose.
I'll go with economic modeling for 100.
This economic model for a market economy shows simplified relationships between firms, households, product markets, and resource markets.
What is the circular flow model?
That is correct. Now choose your next question.
I think that I know the PPC model pretty well, so I'll go with production possibilities model for 500.
Okay, in a PPC graph, a movement towards producing goods that improve people's standard of living.
What is economic development?
Correct. Jason, choose.
I'll take production possibilities model for 300.
A point outside the PPC is both blank and blank.
What is unattainable?
Oops, sorry. Jason, you need two answers for this one.
What are unattainable and desirable?
The answer is correct. Yes, if a point is outside the PPC, it is unattainable and desirable. However, if a point is inside the PPC, it is attainable yet undesirable because the country is not efficient and has unemployment. Okay, moving on. Zabrowski, choose the next question.
I'll go with economic modeling for 300.
This is the basic assumption of many economic models, such as a circular flow model.
Let's see. What is ceteris paribus?
Correct. Well, Zabrowski, you almost ran out of time on that one. Okay, your turn to pick the category.
I'll choose Econ 101 for 500.
Brave choice. Okay, factual economic statements that are based on quantifiable observations and evidence.
What are normative economic statements?
Incorrect. Good guess, though. Normative economic statements are indeed based on these quantifiable, observable variables, but also include some elements of opinion. Moving on to you, Zabrowski.
What are positive economic statements?
Yes, that would be the one. Moving on, your turn, Zabrowski.
I'll go with Econ 101 for 400.
This man theorized that individuals who are pursuing their own self-interest will benefit society as a whole.
Who's Milton Friedman?
Sorry, Jason.
Who is Adam Smith?
Yes, Adam Smith, the father of modern economics. Okay, Zabrowski, choose.
I'll try to change it up. Phrases starting with M for 100.
This field of economics focuses on the behavior of stakeholders within a particular market and an economy.
What is microeconomics?
Correct. Welker, choose.
I'll choose phrases starting with M for 400.
This is the primary incentive for households in the circular flow model.
What is maximizing utility?
Yes, that is correct.
I'll go with production possibilities model for 100.
Okay, rhyme time. The blank is the opportunity lost.
What is opportunity cost?
Yes, that is correct. Opportunity cost, remember, is what you give up in order to perform any activity. Jason, you are making a comeback.
I'll go with Econ 101 for 100.
This is the basic economic problem that economics tries to overcome.
What is scarcity?
Correct. Economics is a social science that is dedicated towards overcoming scarcity. Next question.
I think that we should just finish off the category, so I will go with Econ 101 for 200.
Scarcity develops when a good is both limited and blank.
What is desired?
Yes. So now we are finished with Econ 101. Choose from the other categories.
International trade for 100.
A country should specialize in the production of a good for which it has a blank.
What is comparative advantage?
Yes, correct.
I'll take hodgepodge for 200.
What, how, and for whom should things be produced?
What are the 3 basic economic questions?
Correct. These 3 questions that are central to economics.
Phrases starting with M for 500.
Terms of trade are blank to the 2 countries that are involved in trading.
What is mutually beneficial?
Yes, Zabrowski, got that one right in the nick of time. Okay, choose now.
Economic modeling for 400.
Okay, so listen carefully to this one because it requires a few answers. In the circular flow model, blank are transferred from the resource market to households.
What are wages, rent, and profit?
Oh, so close. Think about what firms give households in exchange for capital.
What are wages, rent, interest, and profit?
Yes, that was what we were looking for. Choose.
Production possibilities model for 400, please.
Shifting the PPC curve outwards by increasing the quantity or quality of a nation's resources.
Okay, what is economic growth?
Economic growth is the right answer. Moving on.
Hodgepodge for 500.
We are moving to the right side of the board. Okay. In exchange for entrepreneurship, households earn...
What are profits?
Yes, profits. Okay, next.
I'll go with international trade for 400.
Specializing based on comparative advantage increases the efficient blank of resources.
What is allocation?
Yes, the efficient allocation of resources that would allow for a greater total output for goods is correct. Next.
I'll go with phrases starting with M for 200.
One aspect of this field of economics pertains to the income distribution in a nation.
What is macroeconomics?
Well done. Choose your next question.
Economic modeling for 200.
Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship are the...
Okay, so what are factors of production?
Yes, correct again.
I would like to go with production possibilities model for 200.
Okay, this type of PPC graph represents an increasing opportunity cost.
What is a straight line PPC?
Nope, sorry, that would represent a constant opportunity cost instead.
What is a bode PPC?
That is the correct answer. Next question.
I would like to do international trade for 300.
A country has an blank when it is capable of producing a particular good more efficiently than another country.
What is an absolute advantage?
Yes, moving on.
Hodgepodge for 300, please.
As you wish. Trade that occurs largely without restrictions.
What is free trade?
Yes, that one was kind of an easy one actually. Okay, pick the next one.
Okay, I'll choose hodgepodge for 100.
This is something that is not limited, but we still desire.
What is a free good?
Yes, since the good is not limited, it is a free good rather than an economic good. Okay, let's move on.
I would like phrases starting with M for 300.
The price blank enables the transfer of information from buyers to sellers.
What is mechanism?
Yes, the price mechanism is the signal that conveys information between producers and consumers. Okay, next question.
International trade for 500.
Whoa, this is the daily double. How much do you want to wager?
I'll go with 500.
Okay, so here's your question. One would try to blank if he or she wanted to determine comparative advantage using an output table.
What is minimize inputs?
Sorry, Jason, that's not correct. So close. The question mentioned an output table, not an input table. So the answer is maximize outputs. Okay, Zabrowski, your turn.
Economic modeling for 500, please.
In product markets, firms receive revenues from the blank of households.
What are expenditures?
Yes, your answer is correct. You can verify this by examining the circular flow model. Next one.
I will go with international trade for 200.
Okay, on a PPC, this shows the maximum amount of output that 2 countries can possibly achieve by trading with each other.
What is the trading possibilities line?
Yes, precisely. That was pretty tough. Well, the scores are very close as we now enter our last question before Final Jeopardy. Here is the question. The opportunity cost in terms of other goods given up will tend to increase as the output of a particular good increases.
What is the law of increasing opportunity cost?
Yes, that's the one. Okay, so we are now entering Double Jeopardy. Jason and Zabrowski, please make your wagers and lock them in. Okay, here is the final Jeopardy question. The diamond water paradox demonstrates how economic value comes from blank. Think carefully and begin. Okay, so the time has run out. Jason, you wrote social significance. Good guess, but not quite. How much did you wager?
$2,000.
Well, let's check in with Zabrowski. If he gets it right and wagered more than $1,000, then he wins. Zabrowski, you wrote one word.
Scarcity.
And that is the right answer. We have a new champion, Mr. Mark Zabrowski from California. Thank you all, and I hope to see you next time on Jeopardy!